What's up, guys? Hope you all enjoyed the our first little cinematic short film that was directed by Kelsey and took a lot of work to finally get where we got to. And I know I already saw, yeah, Jacob saying he didn't want it to end. I know we thought about the direction we wanted it to go, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna leave it as a little cliffhanger there because obviously we've got um, more to come. Okay, so this was the first of hopefully many of these different short films to come. And before any of y'all ask, yes, we have considered and talked about what a feature length film, a full length film might look like. So that is the very, very beginnings of pre planning on there. All right. So Geo says revive Micah. We'll see. We'll see in the way we want to go with it. All right. Shout out from Fish and Gunner JF. The director did an excellent job. And Adnock, should just thank you, man. 110, can't wait for the future. Congrats to all you guys, both in front and behind the cameras. Only wish it was a feature length. Such a blessing to be able to be there and hang out during. Yeah, thank you. That was great. Can't wait till the next part to come out. That's awesome. Means a lot that you guys tuned in, watched, enjoyed it. Um, so X marks the spot says such a tease, and yeah, need a part two. That's great, man. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was definitely a lot of work. You wouldn't believe for just like a 10-minute film like that how much goes into that. And I can see now, after being a part of that, continuity issues like in TV shows and full length movies, stuff like that. Like, man, it's so easy to be like, wait a minute, were my nods up or down in that last take? Do we need to redo that? Do I need to make sure that they're actually in the right position? Wait, crap, how did I have was my gun slung yet? Was it not? All these different things to make sure that everything's consistent and no continuity issues, right? So definitely, definitely a lot of work just on that aspect of it. Then, of course, the filming. We had a DP Colt who's amazing. Alex, his gaffer. These guys were manipulating light like crazy just to try to make it all make sense and make it work. Really difficult, like during the training sequence, trying to make it so that way the night vision wasn't affected. We could actually still get some decent training in under nods, but so you guys could also see what's happening as well. Because if we were to shoot that entire segment just under night vision utilizing the PVS 14 adapter, I don't think you guys would have had kind of the same effect. So I think what they did there was really good. And yeah, everybody's listed in the credits. There's Artemis, that's aka Kelsey Morgan, aka Mrs. Magdump, aka the director. You guys give her a big shout out there. So and Tanner says Alec better be in the next one. You know, we're talking about it. All right. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, and Jeff, I'm glad you like the hat. I'm sure Rob does too. From Monadnock Firearms, of course, who's one of the sponsors for this film. So before we go any further, I want to go ahead and announce the winner. There's actually a couple of winners I need to announce tonight, and I'll probably even change the title to on this live stream to like winner announcement stuff like that, because I've been thinking about announcing the winner for the 100K giveaway, the 100K thank you also, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it on this live stream as well. I'll reach out to the winner, of course, personally. I mean, all winners will get contacted personally. So before we get into that though, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out and congratulations to our winner there, which we have this little like Kelsey has this application on her phone, so she sent me over who the winner is. And if you guys didn't know, if you submitted at least a $10 super chat during the premiere of Operation Blackout, that entered you to win this package that you see right here. So this is all exclusive stuff that's coming out. Stopbox is going to be providing some custom Operation Blackout printed on the Stopbox itself. I've teamed up with Patch Operations to make custom Operation Blackout patches, and then yes, a full-size movie poster. And there you have it, right? So cool little trifecta of just, celebrating our very first short film. And so congratulations to Kelsey, sent it in. X marks the spot. So X marks the spot, Mark. Congratulations. You got that one. And then, of course, we're going to be doing another giveaway on this stream of the same thing. We're going to do a twofer. So on this stream, same rules apply. Jake, I'll let your 9.99 9.99 and up super chats enter you in for an identical giveaway. And so there you have it, guys. That was the short film. And to be completely honest with you guys, I want to yeah, congratulations, Mark, man. That's I'll reach out to you if you could. I'm pretty sure I've got your email, actually. I know I do, from the Magdump merch store. So, but yeah, if you feel free to email magdumpmafia@gmail.com so I can just verify all your information again. But and same rules apply to this giveaway, as I've already mentioned as well, tonight. All right. But Todd said he's not flying anymore after the I think, I haven't found out, my character myself hasn't found out if everybody's on the same plane that crashed. Micah, Rich, Zach, Lindsay, they're all coming from the same region of the United States. I don't know what they were flying out here for, but my homies just happened to be showing up at the right time. So how about that, right? And Echo says we need like 12 seasons of this. Y'all, the reason I'm as gray as I am isn't because of the kids. It's because of trying to find sponsors, put together a film like this. And an actual feature length film is going to be ridiculous when we decide to one day take that project on, So, and understand too, they're the ones that crashed the plane. That's actually pretty funny. Understand too, the kind of the purpose behind this is I want this to be like an inspiration to a lot of people out there that look, the gun community can be really toxic at times, just like the vet bro community. Everybody's calling each other out for LARPing, or, you're just making up scenarios in your head. This could never happen. It's like, who cares, dude? I'm having fun. I'm doing hood rat shit with my friends, and we're shooting stuff. And you know what? Let's put out like a little film for other gun guys and gals to enjoy. Why not? Let's do it. And let's just shoot some cool stuff. Right. And, that's kind of what you see. It's literally just hanging out with my friends and being fortunate and blessed enough to be able to do that, record that. And I don't know what else to say. We ate good. We drank good. When we had a great time filming in the cold. And we just don't want the gun tuber space to be so toxic sometimes. Like, don't take yourself so seriously. Get out there and have a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed Micah on the other end of the radio, like, chomping on the bag of chips while I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on around me. Then we've talked about doing a series of these different short films. Like, is the next one going to be like a prequel, kind of leading up to what happens? Like, what is this? Why did this plane crash? Things like that. There's obviously, we're thinking about maybe running two different storylines congruently. So that way, imagine like Treyarch and Infinity Ward Call of Duty, right? Every other year, you're getting different stories, but of the same arc, right? And so I'm kind of like, that would be kind of fun. But we also don't want to only do one video a year, because that's, I don't know. I personally wouldn't like that. I'd rather have, a bunch of episodes that I could binge watch, So yeah. Oh, see, that would be fun. An episode from everyone's perspective. That would be a lot of fun as well. I watch Agent Espo videos, and he loves to make clone builds from COD and Battlefield games. That's really cool. At least Micah died on a full tummy. Oh man, he died so well. He died so well. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, goodness gracious. So yeah, you guys, feel free to offer any type of feedback. You know what I mean? Like, Obviously, I could always enjoy more shooting sequences and stuff like that, but I also didn't want to deviate so far away from the plot of the storyline that we kind of forget like what am I doing? What's going on? So yeah, feel free to offer any type of feedback, and of course, if you guys, you feel free to like throw your ideas in there for upcoming features and films and all that type of stuff. And yes, G59M4. The problem is people take themselves way too seriously. You're absolutely right. And so that's one thing that we kind of want to do is it's like, hey, yeah, we had this kind of like serious, like something's really going down, and then obviously that entire mood breaks once you get Mike on the radio eating his bag of chips and then sprinting across the field to my position that he somehow just miraculously knew where uh, was. And yeah, so it was fun. And it was extremely cold during the shooting. The one piece of thing I wanted to do was try to be as authentic as possible. If I knew that there was a firefight happening in my tree line, I probably, and it hasn't hit my house yet, I probably would take the time to get geared up. But personally, I'd probably forget to put on a coat. I probably would skip the step to put on a coat. So I was very cold in between takes and scenes. I'm throwing over one of my Audi gear jackets on me. It was about 20 something when we were recording. So yeah, it was definitely cold. Tanner, thanks again for being a monthly member and a super chat and the super chat. And thanks for being a bro, man. If you need any bad actors, don't be afraid to ask. We did actually, for this one, I did get some cheap Amazon ghillie suits because we thought about maybe having some bad actors hiding out in the tree line and then actually doing like a firefight sequence. But we're like, yeah, that's going to be logistically wasn't going to be too possible because I mean, we got done filming at 5:30 in the morning, and that was after everybody else went. Like the opening sequence where Kels and I are asleep in bed. Yeah, that was filmed at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get done with those takes and different scenes until like 5:30. And yeah, we're like, okay, by the time we get around to this firefight sequence, it's gonna be daylight, and it's not gonna work. So yeah, there you have it. Country Bear Assassin 3098, color me inspired. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Hundreds all across from Echo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hell yeah, from 1999, D Budneck. Appreciate that. And Mark, man, and congratulations again for winning the Operation Blackout swag pack. Again, that is boop this thing right here. Actually, I kind of like that. That looks better, right? You guys can see all of that and everything. So, and yeah, we'll at the end of this stream we'll do another, $10 or more super chat. I'll allow the 9.99 or more super chat. I'll have Kels do it up for us here, and that'll enter you guys into another giveaway there. So again, thank you all for being a part of this. Thanks for the support and the encouragement, all of that. That's something we might cover in in the following Operation Blackout. Just to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek here as to what our next project is, we're actually going to be going out west. We're going to be doing some stuff out in Montana. And so that's going to be pretty fun there. I won't give away too much, but let's just say it's going to be more of a Cowboy Clint aesthetic. All right. And here's what Kels is saying as well: to enter, submit a super chat at 9.99 or more during the Q&A. Each qualifying super chat counts as one entry. So there you go. All right. Thank you, baby. And the fact that they were in full kit on a plane makes me think they crashed it on purpose, or they just somehow managed to. Oh, they didn't actually say that they were on the plane. They just said plane crash. So it could have been a like triumphantly historical loot drop, right? They didn't necessarily say they were on the plane. I think that'd be kind of a fun plot twist, that they saw the plane going down, but then why would they all be together? I don't know. I'll figure that story out. I our Chris Klein, who helped edit all of this together. Um, uh, Actually, I'll get to that question here in just a moment. Their full kit is their EDC. That's funny. Um, I'm 40 minutes from Montana. Hit me up. I mean, that could be fun to get the you guys, the viewers, involved in the next round, I think actually would be really cool in a way. We just have to figure that out. But yeah, no, like, or maybe they weren't on the plane, but then why would they all be traveling together? Or maybe they weren't together. They were just simultaneously. Maybe the reason they had all of their kit, they were up here for a training environment, then the plane crash brought them together when they were heading home, or, whatever. He did say long story, plane crash, short story, which obviously catches me, my character, off guard. So pretty funny. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that too. That full kit is their EDC. Greg also saying that was cool. I'm glad you guys liked it. Definitely glad you guys liked it, and appreciate all y'all being here. And yeah, I gotta say, we good? I think I hit something and unplugged my microphone for just a moment. But anyway, I think we're good. Um, Working with this crew was a lot of fun. This was the first time that Micah and I had actually worked together. First time that Zach and I, tactical advisor, have worked together. Like, we all like kind of known of each other, and like I've talked on the phone with Zach before, just about like different content stuff like that. And I guess you could say the first time I really hung out with Micah was at the Brandon Herrera shoot a couple weeks ago, and that was a lot of fun, by the way. So that was really cool, and it was neat how all of us had either worked with each other, somebody within that crew before, or something, and it was really cool to kind of like mesh everybody, and like just organically everybody just like did so good. Like, it was so much fun. Yeah, Baby Yoda. Lindsay's awesome. Lindsay and I have been friends for years now, and her husband Juan. I mean, the content that they get together is incredible. Juan, I love him to death. He's awesome. And so everybody, it was just cool working with everybody. That everybody got along like so well. And Micah, he didn't actually. There was no straws drawn. We just thought it'd be really funny if Micah died. And he's just so game. He's like, "Oh, dude, I can die so good." He's like, "I will go like sack of potatoes and just hit the wall or hit the floor." Like, he's like, "Just tell me how you want me to die, all right?" It was pretty good. It was definitely pretty good. Geo is pretty cool how you showed everyone's loadouts as well. Yeah, that was something we took obviously from like the video game mindset. Oh, I was saying Chris. Sorry, talking about all that. Chris, who edited it, he's actually the one that kind of came up with the story and the plot. And I was like, oh, actually, I really like that, because some of the stuff I had in my head was like a little there, little not, and then the way he kind of put it all on paper, I guess you could say, in a couple of meetings leading up to the recording, it was okay. Okay, you guys see this like little hair right hanging off my hat? That's what I keep trying to like. Is that attached? No, I think I got it. There we go. All right, that was driving me nuts. Anyway, um, the way his mind works and his talent and skill editing, he was just like, dude, I could put this together so well. I can make this work, and so that was really cool. And I already know he's got a couple ideas for like our feature length film that we want to put together maybe one day, sometime soon. Um, and Yeah, so I'm sure he already has a couple ideas about this plane crash, and what might be coming next in the future as well. But thank you, Gio, for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. And oh yeah, and going back to like everybody's loadout, yeah, that was pretty fun. That I kind of wanted to do because I think a lot of people we're probably pretty curious as to like what everybody's kit might be. Um, and actually, the next regular upload I've got coming out is of the DD5 SBR that um, Rich was running, and a big dude. So we're like, dude, I'm gonna hand you the 308, and I've been wanting to run one of those DD AR10s called the DD5 for quite some time now, and so I kind of wanted to show an eye. I guess you could say show everybody what everybody's running. Lindsay with the PDW, Zach with the Zach with the PCC, which that loadout was a lot of fun. He liked how I set that PCC up so well that he's like, dude, I'm gonna copy this like exact build when I get home because he's got one also. And then of course my signature series Mark 18 that's behind me that is still available, by the way. And newsflash, we're actually looking at maybe even extending it a little bit more. I'm honored and proud to say they're doing pretty well, and it's not it's not a type of loadout or a kit that you see all that often with the custom Cerakote, with the EOTech, the Hux muzzle device, the angled foregrip, driven arms co pistol grip, the Surefire Turbo Light, all of it, the SBA 5 brace, which again I think is just thought maybe I had one of those braces. Yeah, this brace, if you're going to be running like an AR pistol, if I can figure out where my camera's looking, this is like the best brace. So yeah, I'm I'm happy with the build. So hopefully you guys are too. So we're thinking about extending that a little bit longer. So Jake, Monadnock Shootist, you might still have your chance, even though I know you got a VCOG instead of my Mark 18, but it's okay. VCOG's cool too. All right. But yeah, I'm happy you guys like that. I'm happy you guys like the HUD overlay, or just the overlay showing what everybody was kind of running. Also, I wanted everybody to see the different types of night vision. Shout out to Nocturne Industries here in New Hampshire. They were super cool. They just, I told them what I was working on, and they're like, okay, that's dope. Yeah. Where do you want to meet up? I'll just give you a bunch of binos. I'm like, all right, sweet. So super chill dudes. They're like, yeah, well, we know who you are. We know where to get them. We're not worried about you stealing them. So, here you go. Here's a Pelican case full of binos and their new alpha mounts and everything. And it's like, all right. And man, they're great optics, or great, you know what I'm trying to say, binos and nods and whatnot. So yeah, pretty fun stuff. So yeah, Solo saying I write some story ideas. Gotta have the Monadnock Moonshine in there. Great first film. I'm not even aware of what this Monadnock Moonshine is, but I feel like that's going to be something that we need to take a look at. All right, so there you go. Yeah, and so yeah, sorry, reading text messages too. Kels is saying, shout out everybody, everybody that was involved, like Monadnock Firearms, giving us the property and everywhere else to shoot, which is awesome. Of course, I've already talked about Nocturne Industries, talked about EOTech, providing all the optics. And then, of course, Audi Gear. You guys saw my plate carrier that I was running, and my entire setup was Audi Gear, including during the training sequence, my Southwest jacket. That's a collaboration of Audi Gear and Warm Fuzzy. It's super comfortable. I definitely needed it that night because that was cold too. So there you go. And Kels keeps emphasizing text messages now, and it's a little distracting, honey. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Kels, she says that Chris and I are creating the concept for the next film. It'll be a short as well, aside from the Cowboy Clint film. So we're working on a couple of things already. Next short won't. Am I allowed to say this? Okay, all right. Next short won't be an official prequel, but there might be some other Easter eggs. So, okay, prequel. Why did I say it like that? Prequel. But anyway, so yeah, so we got some more things coming soon. All right, Max. Good to see you, man. Little nephew Max there. What's up, dude? Is this going to be a series? Yes. Yes, it is. How often are we looking to release said episodes of this series? Our goal, our goal doesn't mean that it's going to be achieved right off the bat, is to do one episode or short film a quarter, which doing that 4 times a year, doing what we did this one time, took almost 4 months of prepping, planning, getting all the gear and equipment together, getting the storyline right, making sure that we had the money to be able to pay everybody that was involved, all that type of stuff. Yeah, that takes a lot of time. So hopefully this is a huge success, and people will like some of the sponsorship, right? Like I didn't want it to be too obvious who the sponsors were, but it was also kind of clear like, oh, that was a stop box that I grabbed my H9 out of. Oh, the Cordova plug where tactical advisor Zach got all of his kit, right? Obviously, Daniel Defense's guns. Obviously, EOTech's optics, Audi Gear's apparel and gear, right? Nocturne's night vision. Monadnock was listed at the end. They gave us the range and definitely help out with ammo and stuff like that, right? So all of that is a huge, huge help. And then, of course, the regular sponsors like Hold Up Displays. I'm grabbing my gear off of Hold Up Displays, the wall. Like not not far from what would actually happen. That's for dang sure. So there you go. But yeah, a lot of fun. Just Jake again. Thank you for your super chat, sir. Appreciate that. My history of winning any kind of drawing giveaway is horrible, but might as well try. Appreciate that. Thank you, Kels. Making sure that you are taking note of all of the qualifying super chats and everything that's coming in, which I'm apparently, I guess she is there because she's telling me to check my text. So there you go. Just call him. He's not busy. That would actually be kind of funny. Barefooted Gardener, good to see you as well. Appreciate that. Rich, good to see you, man. Gonna need to sample that Monadnock Moonshine. It sounds pretty good. It was a reference for my guest for what we filmed was about to be your debut. Ah, got it. Cheers to the whole crew. Mark, I swear, dude, if you win this one too, I hope you don't take offense. We're gonna be moving on to the next winner. You already got it. Oh man, that's too funny, dude. Let's see here. Ty556 coming in with a technical question. I bought a Surefire RC3 as a poor man. My other rifle, Huxworks on my DD, M4A1 or RC2. On your DD M4A1, I really like flow through cans, but the RC2 is an absolute tank. I have the RC2. You can't see it, sorry. But it's on my OG Mark 18. I put it back on the OG Mark 18 because I want to do a side by side comparison. Since I'll have two Mark 18s, both obviously 10.3-inch barrels, both Daniel Defense, one with an RC2, one with the Huxworks Flow, and doing a side by side comparison of those, just like what I did over at Classic, except it's going to be on my channel. And I might have I might be able to do a little bit better job than what I did before because it was still me just doing technically my own content, but it was being uploaded for Classic at Classic while I was still with Classic. So this is going to be a little bit different as to what you guys would typically see. All right. So, oh, Kels, oh, let's do a legitimate premiere next time. Well, do you think we can put this next short film together so we could debut it in Vegas at SHOT Show? Absolutely not. We're not doing that. No way. So there you go. Micah should be the Kenny of South Park. They killed Micah. Damn it. That was actually that was kind of my plan. All right, just throwing that out there, but I don't know if that's the way the editor, director, and producers, I don't know if that's the direction they're gonna want to go. So that was my recommendation, though, is that Micah dies in every time. Oh man, yeah, of course, dude. Like I said, the RC2 is an absolute tank. I love it. It's gonna have a better sound signature. It's gonna have a better, I guess I could say better reduction in muzzle flash than what the Huxworks will. But because of that flow through design, it really is that reduced back pressure is really nice. Now, of course, Surefire came out with their RC4, which I have yet to try. I haven't looked at the price. I'm sure it's expensive, but I'm not sure. And it looks like the RC4 skin is it does a good job. If you see a picture of the silencer, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so there you go. Who's excited for Gen 6 Glocks? Actually, I kind of am. Like I want to see what they do. I truly think that the Glock V series was um, a knee jerk reaction to California, and that the Gen 6 was already in the works. The V series was just a quick like band-aid, like, oh yeah, we fixed the problem. Like they don't really care, but they're just gonna do it just to appease California. In some ways, I'm kind of looking at it like they're just telling California to go screw themselves. Like, oh yeah, we completely changed it without actually changing anything, much of anything. And then all the while they were releasing the Gen 6 anyway. Because most of us, I don't think, I mean, if you got a V series, that's cool. Maybe you're just in the market for a Glock and that's all that was available to you. But now that the 6th gen is out, I have a feeling that these V series are going to be showing up used in a lot of gun shops, so that way they can go and get the new 6th gen. So pretty funny stuff. Also, oh wait, I'll get back to you, babe. The Ventum 556 is great on the Mark 18. That is true too. There may or may not be a viewing at SHOT Show this year and a poster signing. That's true. That's also legitimate that there may or may not be. We actually don't know yet. So, and yeah, the prize packages. Yeah. So which way is it? I had it right this time. Yeah, it's right here. So this one again is the poster, the Operation Blackout stop box, which that was Tanner's question earlier, and the patch ops um, patch. So Tanner's question was, is Stopbox going to be selling the Operation Blackout um, Stopbox Pros? And we haven't come to a final decision on that just yet, but it looks like we're leaning towards likely. All right, there would be a pre-sale, so a one and done kind of thing. We might make, I don't know if it's going to be like a limited time for purchase or if there's going to be a set number for purchase. Not too sure just yet. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you know. I'll do a live stream to announce what's happening. All right, so there you go. That would be hilarious, by the way, if Kentucky Ballistics were in the next one and he plays a Juggernaut. He would have to at least one time. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. You know, like he would have to. Yeah, like he would just absolutely have to. Also, you're right. No one cares what California thinks, except for, I guess, a business that might be affected by millions of dollars. I don't know. So, I will say this. Um, I see your point, but I will say that if I put, my, I actually use from Locks and Co. the Tactical Advisor, like pomade, and even like when I'm wearing a hat all day, it stays pretty much where it's at. It's my beard that usually just goes all over the place, which is kind of funny. So, the plate carrier that I use, so I've actually got a few, but I've got one that's like my primary plate carrier that I'm always going to. That's my Audi gear. Really love that one. But RTS Tactical and their Rico plate carrier is awesome. And I've got that one set up with a pistol, with the trauma pack. And that one is actually going to be the one that like lives in my car. I'm going to be doing a vehicle loadout video here within the next week or two for you guys to check out. In fact, that's probably going to be not next week, but the following week's video. So that'll be a lot of fun. When is New Year's? That's like coming up, right? Oh, which by the way, talking about dates, really fast. Today, of course, December 7th, right? A date which will live in infamy, 1941. Um, like timeout, cease everything else. Today is extremely significant throughout the course of history. Obviously, today's the day in which the United States gets pulled into World War II. And that was the pivotal, significant event that really altered the course of history. Um, Everything after that, you know, uh, is pretty insane to think about, like where we are as a nation now, all that type of stuff. I mean, just to support the war effort, right? There was a rubber rationing, there was food rationing, gasoline rationing, all that type of stuff, and the United States came together um, to support the war effort. and a lot of sacrifices were made. Obviously, not just the lives lost in Europe and the Pacific, but and actually in Africa, all over the place. Sorry, I mean it was a world war, but the sacrifices made by the men and women that stayed behind here in the United States. Right, you've seen Rosie the Riveter and everybody else. So really huge, and yeah, I'd be very wrong if I didn't honor and respect what December 7th represents. So, Pearl Harbor Day, of course, if you guys have ever had the opportunity to go to Honolulu, visit the USS Arizona, the memorial there and everything, you know what I'm talking about then when you feel this like this heaviness. Um, it's very emotional. 10 out of 10 would recommend, and I think just about every American should go. I think every American should actually go to New York City and visit the World Trade Center, which I've had the honor of doing both the World Trade Center and going to the USS Arizona, and extremely heavy places. And I think everybody at some point in their life should go and do that, both those things. So anyway, yes, big salute to those who fought in World War II, which includes my great uncle Wyatt. He was a World War II Marine. I have the knife that he carried with him all throughout the Pacific, and that is, of course, the namesake to my son Wyatt. So, pretty pretty awesome dude. And the reason he's so significant to me is most of us, I think, at some point in your life, you probably looked up to your dad as your hero, right? Like that he was your hero. And I'll never forget my dad saying that it was his uncle Wyatt who was his hero, and it's like, wow, who is my hero's hero, right? I remember thinking that, and that's where we're at. All right, so cool. All right. It would have been funny if Clint looked up to the stairs and Artemis was already fully kitted out, waiting for him. Clint giving a confused look, saying, "How did you get dressed so fast?" That actually would be really funny because there's no way in hell she's getting dressed before me. Anyway, love you, honey. Oh man, before Pearl Harbor, the 30 round magazine for the Thompson was adopted to address the capacity issue, not using drums. And 30 rounds is a sweet spot for magazine reliability. Gun Jesus, that's awesome. Thank you, Jessica Simp. Yes, CZ has better design and quality parts. CZ greater than Glock. Oh snap, we getting spicy over here now, right? Um, yeah, fishing was a Pearl Harbor was a great experience, and yes, a heavy filling. Yep, agreed. Yeah, 84 years ago, insane. Admin with the balaclava as the bad guy. How funny would that be, right? If you guys like admin results, let me know. Cause yeah, you know, he he may or not be involved in some future projects. All right. So anyway, just a quick reminder, guys. $10, $9.99. More super chat. This is about we'll give it about our 10-minute warning. All right, 10-minute warning here. Those $9.99 super chats will get you entered into the boop. This guy. I like this one better. Why do I keep doing the other one? There you go. I feel like it's taking up a majority of the screen. I don't know. I also don't like looking at myself that much, so there's that too. So that looks good. But anyway, love the admin. Great guy. I agree. Who are the people shooting in the film? That's what we're going to find out soon, right? Or in the next one, maybe. We'll find out who is shooting. Was it factions within the United States? Was it an invading force? Was it a collapse of society? And you've got all these different, like I said, factions or gangs even that have taken over different territories. Is who knows? Was it skinwalkers? Was it aliens, bro? Like, it was Rob. it was just Rob. Rob killed Micah. Oh man, Adam results as a villain. Admin results as a villain would be great. So yeah, as far as who it was that was doing, like who was shooting in the film, I mean, you know, we've talked about incorporating more of a realistic um, plot, or maybe something a little bit more sci-fi. I like the idea of maybe Maybe it was an invasion, but not from a foreign country. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. Sounded like Chicago. That's funny. So yeah, so there's a lot of different ways that we could go with this, and I think it's going to be fun no matter what. Like I said, at the end of it all, it's legitimately, it's just an excuse. I mean, I don't even know if I want to call it an excuse, but an excuse to get, the homies together, shoot some guns, film some content, and put out some content that we think might be entertaining to this space. And obviously, we want to branch out too. I'd love to get people that aren't in the firearms industry involved in an upcoming film. You know what I mean? So this is just the beginning. Um, it costs a lot of money. That's for sure. That's definitely a difficult thing to overcome, especially in this market. But aside from that, again, big shout out to the sponsors, including Gun Owners of America, including Monadnock Firearms and Audi Gear as well, Nocturne Industries, Hold Up Displays, Stop Box, obviously, and oh God, who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting people. Alpha Mega Customs, Tech 10 Tactical, Alpha Mega, of course, being the holster company that I use pretty much 100% of the time. Code MagDump over at Alpha Mega Customs. All right, so there you go. Same thing with EOTech. Code MagDump, save you guys a little bit of money this holiday season for your Christmas shopping. Okay, so yeah, there was definitely a lot of support within this industry to make this happen. And I'm super excited that I've got friends and supporters and viewers that make it possible. So thank you guys. Appreciate every last one of you. Just a couple minutes here. We'll wrap up and then we'll do our final little drawing. But before we do that, I need to pull up who was the winner of the 100K. I got to be careful about sharing my screen because on Gleam, it does show like some information that I don't think most people want out there. I just have to find it. There we go. So, let me double check. I really can't show my screen for the 100K thank you, which most of you know that included the RA premium. That included the EOTech bundle. That included the complete raw stick. I mean, everything from the Surefire War Comp, Surefire, freaking light and pressure pad, burn-proof gear, Tango Down vertical grip, Driven Arms co-grip, B5 system, SOP mod stock, the EOTech EXPS2 and magnifier, the Tech 10 sling, again, because Tech 10s is freaking awesome. They do great stuff. RTS Tactical provided the mini shield. Of course, Jason Noble of Noble Works with one of the American flags. Otis Cleaning providing one of the Otis cleaning kits. Insane bundle. And that went to Hank W. in Kansas City, Missouri. All right, so Hank W. I'll be reaching out to him. I don't know if he watches the live streams. It's not a name that's ringing a bell that I usually see, like here in the chat. But Hank, congratulations! I'll be reaching out to you this week to get all of your FFL information and everything else. So pretty exciting stuff there. All right, so excellent. Now, with that being said, Kels, do you want to go ahead and roll the dice? Is that right? Roll the dice. Select our winner for. Oh, that's funny. He said, "Oh, I gotta go back." Sorry, Mike. I should have confirmed my 0. That's pretty funny. Oh man, and freaking Country Bear, definitely rigged. Yeah, no, definitely not. And what sucks about this is like, guys, I was looking at all the different entries and different individuals entering because you can see who all's where, and it's like I appreciate everybody's support from states that can't legally own these things. In New York, California, Hawaii, Illinois, like, thank you guys. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do for y'all, like obviously like some patches are, I could do a banned state giveaway. That would be kind of funny, actually. All right, I'll think about how to do that in the future. Okay, so anyway, congrats, Hank. That is excellent. Let's see here. Let me make sure I got through all of the super chats here. X marks the spot again. Look, dude, I love you. You're disqualified, but thank you. I appreciate you, man. Kels, if you tell me he won, though, I'll throw in some extra goodies, which I'm probably going to do anyway. So, congratulations. And then of Nick. Oh, Nick, I owe you. I owe you one of the American flags. I am so sorry, dude. Okay, I'm getting all of this stuff packaged out and sent this week. I'm doing it. All right. So there you go. Kryptonian 101. Add more players to your fire team. One sniper, one saw, one comms, meshtastic. Don't worry, we got ideas. All right, we got ideas. And as much as I'd like to keep using like have like repeat characters and everybody, I would love to keep like growing the team. But logistically, I mean, financially, it could work. If we got, I mean, the look, guys. To be completely honest, the super chats are to help offset some of this cost. Right, the sponsors are great. Didn't cover 100% of everything. So seriously, thank you guys. Y'all are beyond incredible. So thank you. All right. Undisputed Grim Demo Ranch cameo, and you guys come to the rescue. Believe me, if I could get Matt involved, that would be peak. All right. So okay, let's do it here. Kels, do we have? Let's go ahead and do you have a screenshot? Can you take a screenshot and send it to me? Because I can show because I can do screenshots here. So I can show you guys. I'll show y'all Mark's winning from the first time. Where is my present screen image? So here is once it loads. There we go. So there's Mark. So there's his winning from the live stream or from the instant premiere for Operation Blackout. So there's Mark's winning there. And then Kels, once she sends that over to me, we will find out. Here it is in just a moment. Oh, wait, she says she didn't screenshot it. Does it show up like on, does it send an email or anything? Like, can we see? And let me see here. A couple. Mark says, I freaking hope I did. Oh, dude. Now, having a Barrett M82 and a little mini me, the FN, pretty much the 240, that would be really cool. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So, let's see here. I'm hanging on. Kel says, hang on. So, she's figuring it out for us. Listen, I'm just saying we need a scar in the next one. Yeah, it'd be the Monadnock shootist over here showing up with his scar. I'm thinking we need. I do like the idea of just like a battle rifle themed. The FAL, the scar, just 308 and higher, nothing less, right? Um, Something like that would be a lot of fun. Like we have to have an enemy. What I'm thinking is like we have to have an enemy that like 5.56 unaffected. You know what I mean? Something like that, right? I don't know, us against Transformers or something, right? Tanner's already saying rigged. Y'all are killing me, dude. Need to add a car chase in for some reason. I could probably if maybe one day I can hit up my friends again over at I'm drawing a blank. Guys, help me out. Not far from Ridgeline Defense. It's the driving school that I went to do some of like the evasive, all that type of stuff, all the tactical shoot, all the, vehicle bailouts, stuff like that. What is the name of that racing school? I cannot for the life of me remember it. Oh, this next comment. This next comment I'm about to show on the screen would be this would be peak gun tuber media. right? Not that one. The only enemy for the film should be the cast of Classic. If I could talk with the crew over there and just say, at some point in my next film or one of these films, I gotta raid the Classic Firearms warehouse. Like my old key fob still like works or something like that. You know what I mean? And you guys have to defend against the attackers only to find out it's me, your boy, you know. Um, yeah, you know, that would be a lot of fun. I know there's a, BM59 or a PPSH 41 over at Monadnock. That's right. Great burn. Kryptonian opposing team, Demo Ranch, PSR, yeah. Kentucky Ballistics, Dirty Civilian, and Grantham. Oh, that would be funny. Clint versus Kaya, Revenge of the Sith. Y'all crack me up, dude. Oh, goodness gracious. What about that HK308? I do love the MR762. I really, really want one. Um, but I'm on a, I'm on like a PSA AR-10 budget right at the moment, and I'm not even on that budget. Let's be real. I'm on the budget of I need to recoup. You know, let's take a break for a minute. But there you go. Do I watch comments on YouTube? Yes, yes I do. Yes I do. Kaya Ren. Y'all are killing me, dude. Kels, we got this. We got this. The screenshot. Like, where she said she didn't screenshot it, so she's trying to get it back. Team O'Neill, that's who it was. Thank you. The Team O'Neill Racing School. I could not freaking remember it. Yes. So yeah, the Team O'Neill would be really cool if I could, yeah, dude, that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. Sweet. So I don't know what's going on with this drawing here from Kels. She's trying to figure it out. I don't know. Maybe her phone does live at 0%. She's pretty much always chasing that charge. So I wouldn't be surprised if her phone died and she's coming back. But anyway, yeah, the O'Neill Racing School. That's it. Um, Mother-in-law attack. That's funny. Just saying again, rigged. Oh man, y'all freaking crack me up, dude. But yeah, no, I like the idea of incorporating different tactics as well. Like this time around, it was just night vision, doing some, basic drills, target to target, getting off the X, moving from point to point, that type of stuff. I would like the idea of like now we're trying to like maybe escape and evade, or even assault a target, right? Do a little bit of room clearing, that kind of thing. Um, because I'm obviously going to want all these different short. I don't know why it does that. That's so weird. Is it? All right, we're good. But what I was saying, I don't know what the last thing is that you guys heard or not, but appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, all right, I got it. All right, better. Yeah, that's good. Blink if you're old. Thanks, Jeff. Oh man. So yeah, yeah, I don't know if like I'm accidentally like hitting something and it's very temperamental. Let's see where this is at here. I'm keeping an eye on it, and I wish the notification that I've lost audio was a little bit bigger. Uh, that would be good. So, all right, good government listening. What government doesn't like my style of videos? Is that what it is? They don't like the short films. He said Critter one. That's funny. Um, You said, yeah, right. You guys are cracking me up, man. But yeah, but no, there's definitely some ideas that we've got, for the upcoming ones and all. And yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty sweet. James, they don't like prepared citizens. That's the other thing too, is like, you know, I kind of want to like make it the norm, like, oh, what? You hear a bump in the night and you don't put on full kit? Like, what are you talking about, man? Like by the time I get done picking out what gear I want to use, what firearms I want to equip myself with, the bad guys are already going to be out of the house, with my TV and everything else. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Tanner saying, off subject, you need more bolt guns and revolvers. I won't disagree with that. Definitely won't disagree with that. How many hours did it take to film? We actually knocked everything out in 2 days. Probably, I would probably say we got close to, well, maybe 15, maybe about 15 to 18 hours. Everything, because obviously there's a lot of footage that wasn't used. Quite a few bloopers. That's kind of what you see at the end there is a couple of us laughing at some stuff. And funny, I see you. And yeah, close to 18 hours sounds right. So yeah. I'm not carrying the X Macro Legion as often as I used to. That's because I still like it. I still think it's a great gun. But that's just because I'm carrying the ultralight from Bull Armory more and more and more. So there you go. Still waiting on more content with that 308 Remington. I know I've actually got it in my backpack right over there. So that's something you'll be seeing more of that, coming soon. All right. Let's see here. It was very good. Oh, there it is. Kelso sent me the text. All right, we got a screenshot here. I'll take a look at it in just a moment. It was very good. Thank you, JC. Really appreciate that. What is the best self-defense ammo, and what do you want it run? I like the I can show ammo, right? Like, yeah, it's just a box. But either the 115 or 124 grain Spear Gold Dot. Boop. There you go. I like this stuff a lot, except that way. So, as you can tell, though, it's expensive. That's the only problem. So, but it's great ammo. I like it a lot. Okay, let's get through it here. We clearly stepped into a bizarro world because I'm carrying Glock these days. That's funny. It was better than that high point that you were carrying. Anyway, okay, let's see. We've got a screenshot from Kelsey. Let me save it. And all right, will you redraw? Hey Mark, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there, dude. If you're you should buy a lottery ticket. Oh, Kelsey's. Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Like, I'll save the photo. I'll save the photo. I'll share it so you guys can see it. I can't believe this stuff, dude. This is the type of stuff that happens that I swear it's like, it's a, bruh. This is, I, oh, look, it's different from the other one. Um, go to, where was it? Yeah, see? Yep. You know, do this again. I mean, that. And, this is, this is what the other one was. There it is. I can't with y'all, man. I can't. I'll have to go buy that lotto ticket. Just say Oh, Kelsey, you're killing me here. Oh my gosh. I got nothing. I can't even, I don't even, there's nothing I could say. That's just silly right there. Y'all, oh my goodness. Kel- Kelsey, if there's a third, I don't, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Tim Waltz, is that you, money? That is, Mark says Kels is a G. Mrs. Magdump is the bomb. Oh gosh. Oh man. Ahmad John Massive 390. Hey Clint, I was curious to ask what's the average ship time on the Magdump Signature Series Mark 18. I ordered one at the end of November. Was curious the possible ship date. Almost Christmas will come. Um, I actually don't know. I do know that they, are doing batches of rifles for the Cerakote. Then once they're done at Cerakote, they come in, they build it, or when I say build it, the gun's already built and it's going to Cerakote. But they're building it out as far as accessories go, and then they're shipping them out. So whatever the turnaround is, Tanner says his took about 2 months to get. Appreciate you getting one, man. So yeah, a little slow on the turnaround, but they're doing I know they're trying to pump them out. So cool. Thank you. Thank you for picking one up, man. That means a lot to me, obviously, and to GOA, Dana Defense. And yeah, I think you're gonna love it. I know I love mine, dude. I really do enjoy it. And yeah, it actually kind of like when I built this out, it's almost like, dude, I kind of want to get into I don't know. I kind of want to get into doing some more of that type of stuff, like offering different types of loadouts. And I don't know. Yeah, but it's really cool. So, but you can. So, I mean, Daniel Defense's site is a good starting point. You can just search Daniel Defense Mag Dump, and it'll come up. If that's what you're looking for. If I get to, it's not exactly a cheap loadout whatsoever, and I'm calling it a loadout, not just a rifle, because it's coming with everything, essentially everything that I would want, except at the end of the day for the sling. We kind of left that off because it was like, all right, do we add more to the cost of the gun for a sling that people might want to use this as like a single point setup. Some people might prefer a 2 point setup. Is this going to be more of a truck gun or home defense gun for people? Is this just going to be something that they display? Is the sling, is it practical to incorporate the sling when it's going to be another added cost to an already very expensive setup? And it's like, yeah, nah, let's leave it off there. Let people, and most people probably already have a sling that they like, that they use, that this has got QD mounts. You can get the aftermarket QD mounts for cheap, stuff like that. So it was like, okay, whatever, we'll just leave it off this time. But I really appreciate that, Jake. Pretty much the best out of the box build I've seen to date. Really do appreciate that. So they don't do layaway, but they do Cordova, which ironically is also one of the sponsors for the film Operation Blackout. So Cordova is a financing company, finance through Cordova kind of thing. So, buy now, pay later, that kind of stuff, right? Obviously, you know, you want to be smart with your money, but at the same time, going into debt for guns is a great reason to go into debt. I'm only partly joking because I think they're an investment, because I know financially I probably won't get back what I paid for it, but I know that I'm really going to enjoy it. Or if I'm not going to enjoy it, it'll be a learning this mistake. I'll learn from it, and then I could, provide that information back to you guys. So, full circle, right? So there you go. Sounds expensive, but I have at least 2 times the money into my DDM4A 114.5, so you should get good shit on that Mark 18. It is funny the amount of people I've talked to that said that they've got almost 7,000 into their M4A1 or their Mark 18, something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I feel reasonable. You know what I mean? I feel reasonable. So I'd rather go. You'd rather go? Where would you rather go? Oh, into debt over that than other crap. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Totally makes sense. Um, so I will be going to SHOT Show, but I'm not sure how long or what really I'm going to be doing there, if I'm being honest with you guys. I'll obviously be there to help out with the Gundies again. Again, that's the one thing I appreciate about the Gundies is which yes, your boy's nominated for most for male influencer of the year. So if that's something you guys want to participate in, you can go to thegundies.com. I think it is. You can vote every day. You know, vote for your boy. All right. But the reason I enjoy the Gundies is just like with this film, it's a lighthearted approach to the gun world, right? It's not it's some people take themselves really seriously, like get bent out of shape if they don't win a Gundy. Like it's not that big of a deal, guys. Like it's fun. It's just for fun, you know. And it's ultimately your fan base that votes for you, you know. So it's like you know, like I don't know what to tell you, you know, just go have fun and talk crap to one another, you know, like me and my buddy we're both in GOA. You know, he's got his own dedicated series for GOA called the Minuteman Moment. I'm talking of course about Ben Sanderson, and I'm going to give you all the reasons why you shouldn't vote for Ben. He's not me, all right? So uh, I can't even hold a straight face. I love Ben. You guys actually should vote for Ben because the work he's doing, informing so many people about what the government is doing to, well, sometimes their wins, which aren't all that often, but a lot of what they're trying to do to strip you of your rights or keep you from exercising your rights, he's doing a lot of that. I think Ben is actually very much so deserving of most influential male. And on top of that, the dude's a beast. I've seen him lift. He can lift like a Kia Soul. So he's an absolute beast, and he's smart, and he's a shooter. You know, not just a federal lobbyist, but he's a gun guy, and we talk guns and stuff. And he knows his stuff. He could he bench presses Kia Souls, and he can shoot. He's pretty freaking awesome. All right, so there you go. All right. So Kels said little bit of an issue, but we got it. Okay. Mark, it's not you again. Oh man. Okay. All right, here we go. Safely strapped. If you're not first, you're last. Um, hopefully Lindsay is present for her award announcement if she wins this year. That was actually really funny. But the Gundies, again, I just like it because it's one of those lighthearted things. You get together, you dress up, you're there with your homies, you're drinking, you're hanging out, and it's just a good entertaining time. So that's what I like that. And I, straight up curious as to the Gundies screw over the unsub crew last year. I'm not sure as to what actually happened. Now that I think about it, though, I heard something happened, but didn't really I didn't really know what happened. So yeah, I'm actually not too sure. But I guarantee you that the Gundies didn't want to screw the unsub guys out of anything because it's not like that just wouldn't make sense because the Gundies is ultimately a place for influencers, large and small. And the unsub is full of large influencers and gun tubers and everything else. So it wouldn't make sense for them to screw them over if they want them to help promote their thing. So I feel like if there was an issue, it was probably something that was out of the Gundy's crew hands. Like maybe it had to do something with I don't know, with the theater or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not sure what happened, but maybe I can ask and find out. I don't know. So, all right, congratulations all team, especially Kelsey. This is She's a great director. Love you guys. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Jesse. And let's go ahead and let's do a couple of more of these. Dirty Civilian getting really good at film quality, which is really cool. I really like his stuff too. So maybe our powers combined, you know. JC, I'd love to go to the Gundies. It's a good time. I enjoy it. So, all right, let's do this. Next winner, we've got. Elle says I need some champagne now. I guess she was having all sorts of difficulties with whatever this service is. But anyway, I will show you on my screen who we have. And boop. Uh-oh. Present file. Present. Okay. Present image. Photos. Okay. Ready for it? It's not X marks the spot, though I was thinking about making that joke, but all y'all would have just been, you know. Here we go. Solo Gordo. Congrats, man. Congrats. Solo Gordo. Let me guess. Artemis won. That was very fun. I went Gerald. But no. Drum roll. Thank you. Jessica Simp, of course. But Solo Gordo, congratulations. You've got the other trifecta there. And CM Media brings together the Avengers Infinity War in game at the 2-8 community. That's pretty awesome. Thank you. That would actually be a lot of fun though. Doing something like that. Solo, congratulations, man. So X marks the spot. Solo, you guys, of course, won the Operation Blackout swag bundle. So thank you guys. And we are going to. Well, I wouldn't win if I was the only one playing. So there you have it. So congratulations again, guys, and appreciate you guys for making this like a successful launch of the Operation Blackout short film. And I'm gonna see how it's doing now, and yeah, you know, leave it off there, guys. All right, I'll try to do another live stream this week, and I got to reach out to Hank, also Hank W of Missouri. Congratulations to him for the 100K. Thank you. I will be, guys. That's pretty funny. Oh, yo. There he is. Zach here. Zach's here, guys. Oh man, thank you for being a part of the film, bro. Thank you for being a part of it. And you know, we're just looking on for the next one, right? So Zach, you're late. That's funny. Congratulations, Solo Gordo. The drought continues. Appreciate you guys. Oh hey, Zach. Nick Ferguson. Is Nick in here? Nick, I owe you big time, dude. Family Christmases tonight, or I would have been here earlier. All good, dude. Right when I'm about to like hop off. Thank you, Clint, and everybody. Can't wait for the next one. Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys so much. Again, big shout out to Artemis, aka Kelsey, aka Mrs. Magdump, for her first director role, and everybody else that was a part of this. You know, you guys already know. Lindsay and I go back. Rich and I go back. If you guys actually remember, Rich and I first met on the CF podcast when he was doing some stuff with JK Armament. And if you want to go back and see that, you know, you can see where Rich and I first met, and that was years ago. We've been in touch this entire time. Right. And then Lily and the entire Cordova crew and the 1156 and 117 production teams that really helped out, Colt and Alex. And then, of course, all the sponsors as well that, you know, again, being Monadnock, Audi Gear, Gun Owners of America. We've got EOTech and Alpha Mega Customs, Tech 10 Tactical Slings. And you guys, of course, all of y'all watching, just thank you. You know, thank y'all for making it happen, man. So, all right. God bless you guys. We're going to end it off there. And Kelsey and I are going to have a little bit more champagne. And I don't know. We've been wanting to watch that One Battle After Another movie. It looks pretty good. I think we're going to go watch that. So, all right. Dope. God bless you guys. See you next time. And stay safe out there. Carry a gun. That's all I got. Love y'all. Thank you.